under the supervision of one or two House of Representatives. Because, and this is, and let me be clear, because it is very unhappy, very painful when the political motives of the contending side starts to rear its ugly head. Right? The other more important thing in the proceedings that I would require that the senators submit to objections from the council, which we're not able to do. This is one of the hindrances to letting the defendant testify. I am a defense lawyer. Why will I put my client there? Tell him, oh, go ahead and testify. Can you defend me while I'm testifying? No, I'm sorry. I'll leave you there on your own. What is the point of me acting as a defense lawyer, you see? This is one of the problems. The other problem is, when the person appearing is a member of the House of Representatives, we are not treated on equal footing. Lawyers like Aguirre and myself, we get penalized, punished for whatever it is, right? But these guys who produce stolen evidence, who lie about this and that, I don't know, I never publicized the 45 times, my God, you know, blatant, right there in pace curia, to say, or in the face of the court. And nothing is done to them because of this concept of inter-parliamentary courtesy. You know, so if that's the case, if we want to keep respecting the personality of the congressman, then let them not appear. Let's get regular Joes to do the battle in there. You know, yeah. Let's just make it you know, make it a straightforward gunslingers match. That's not a problem, right? That's fine. No? And the other thing is about the senators. They changed the rules. That's really a troubling issue because it can be very divisive. You see, there are certain senators who behave in such a manner where, obviously, they are not appreciated as judges. You see, on both sides, and I'm referring to senators on both sides, and I'm not going to name names because we know what's going to happen to me. Okay. Anyway, these are some of the practical things. I hope that you continue your interest in the impeachment, and I hope it's not affecting business too bad. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, Attorney Roy. Let's go to...
in desiring to oppose the rule of law. And that's why I'm here, and I'd like to think that's why the members of the Senate team are also here in the impeachment case. And why is the rule of law important? I think, you know, I've always desired for our country to have predictability, stability, and credibility, not only here but in the international sphere as well. As a banking and finance lawyer, I think it's one thing that we lack in the international field and as a country, based on the history of our country. And with respect to that question on frustration on why this is starting to look like any other trial case, it is because this is what our Constitution and our rules provide. Currently, we have impeachable offenses for impeachable officers. We have as impeachable offenses culpable violation of the Constitution, betrayal of the public trust, other high crimes, and this is to ensure that our leaders as high as the President, Vice President, and the Chief Justice and Justices of the Supreme Court are not replaced easily based on the sentiments of the people, not like the 280 congressmen or 24 senators. And I think this is very essential to our predictability and stability in the nation. That if you're even an outsider and you want to look at what can happen in the Philippines in case there's a change in the sentiment of the people, you know that these leaders will not be replaced easily because they have to commit impeachable offenses. And that also ensures that they won't be afraid to make unpopular decisions or unpopular policy changes, which I think is something we need. We need a firm hand in here in this country because we lack the initiative for changes that are important in order to move this country forward. And no less than the Senate impeachment rules require that we follow the rules of court. Supertorily is applied to the impeachment because we want orderly manner in determining if an impeachable offense is committed. And so that's the value of the rule of law, that not only us, but generations from now, they can look back at this impeachment in case another impeachment arises. And they know what to do. They can also predict what will happen just by looking at the rules. And that's how important it is. That's why I always ask that we separate our personal feelings and convictions to what the rules provide.
Thank you, Karen. Let's now go to Attorney Counsel Salvador III.
Let me tell you that this is, I think, the first time, or maybe the only time, that I will speak before the Rotary in London Hills. You know that I am a past district governor. I've had invitations in Manila, and I really shy away, except that my visit to Cebu was covered, was already planned, and I really am excited to get to see the gatherings. That's why I was very clear to tell you that this is not to persuade, but to inform the best way we could, as you know how the gatherings are. And let me share with you, that it was not an easy decision for me, because a member of my family, an auntie, spoke to me before I was retained as counsel for the Chief Justice. She told me that you might want to rethink, because it is an unpopular position. Remember, she's a lawyer, but she was just telling me it is unpopular. Does it mean that if it's unpopular, you can stand for what you believe is right? Because it's unpopular, you cannot defend it. So I think that is my duty. And finally, I think in the ultimate decision that I made, I said I would want to help this country and be part of the state. Or whether it be a conviction or that I participated in this important process that will help future generations of Filipinos. So yun ang po ang happens in the life.
Thank you.